Yo, what's up? This your boy D with On the Porch with D and L. And guess what, y'all? I got the crew here today. And look, we sitting in the sanctuary. We sitting in the only place women not really allowed in. They could come in, but they not really allowed. We sitting in the barbershop. We uptown on Felicity, 3-star barbershop, owned by my father, Carrie Daddy, also my daddy. Mr. Will, everybody.
You just y'all see him.
Yeah, Mr. Will. We sitting in the barbershop chilling, so you know. And we got the crew here with us. We got.
Don't forget little Carrie in the background.
We got the crew. We got Jay.
Hey y'all.
We got the new member to the team. You gonna say your name?
Oh, I thought you was gonna say
No,
Mo.
you got to
Money,
introduce yourself.
Mo. What's up?
And we got my boy Kerry in the building once again, like always. We here kicking it. What you got, Kerry, bro?
Oh man, I ain't got nothing just yet. But what's up? What's up, B?
Yes, sir. So we here in the shop, man.
Y'all heard my son back there. He cutting up. He just got his hair cut. You know what I'm saying? By my daddy, 3-star barbershop. Y'all gotta come check him out.
On Felicity.
On Felicity.
Come on down and check it out.
If y'all looking for this behind churches, y'all know what church is at on Claiborne.
Y'all,
Hello.
we uptown. Y'all know how I go. Like I said, go to On the Porch Podcast on Instagram and on Facebook. And follow us and go to the YouTube page, On the Porch with DNL. Check out all the videos we done put out since me and Jay started with if you can fall in and out of love with New Orleans, all the way up to me and Kerry with Steph from round 2 reloaded. Check it out on the YouTube page.
And tell them check out the old videos too that y'all have on there.
And go to the audio on Spotify.
Right.
Check out all
There's
the
many audios on there.
There's
Y'all
many
gotta check
audios.
them out. You know what I'm saying? Fit by Ray on there. My home. Air on there. You know what I'm saying? Before
Right.
I ain't gonna say, you know what, Jay, I'll leave that to Jay.
Before she got put it off, you know. That's alright.
I'll leave that to Jay. I'll leave it to my brother, Jay.
But anyway,
Well, he's like, what I just stepped in for?
so anyway, let's go ahead and get into the show, y'all. You know, like I said, y'all in the barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
We finally got some women in the barbershop. But we know they come to the barbershop.
We do, because
We
we're
y'all do,
not
but,
happy.
right, but most of the time y'all don't really get the real deal
Right,
that
we
goes
don't get
on
the real
into
deal
a
or the
barbershop.
deal.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all sitting in one, you know, nice setup. First of all, I want to say I did the plumbing all up in here, so
Okay.
it's real, I'm telling myself.
Plug yourself.
He's saying that about plumbing, but he also know how to cut hair. I got pictures to prove.
So we here in the barbershop, y'all. So I guess we'll open the floor up to. I know y'all probably want to know some of the things that we actually talk about in this shop.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So what is it? I'm just gonna leave the floor open. Kevin, you gonna answer all the questions because I ain't gonna do it.
Well, you ain't gonna answer the question.
Cause I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole.
Oh,
but so we
dear,
gonna leave it up to
dear.
Kevin.
I know y'all want to know what's up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? What y'all want to know about the barbershop? Monique, I know you
What
ready.
you wanna know when you
Y'all talk bullshit all day. What y'all think?
And what you want to know in the barbershop about what goes on in the barbershop?
I know y'all talk about women a lot.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Jay, let's go with Jay. I'm gonna let
You don't
Monique
make me-
ponder on hers. You know what I'm
She
saying?
crossed the damn bridge like she was about to say something, but she ain't saying a
But
word.
yeah,
She ain't
no,
saying a
go
word.
ahead, no, go
Now
ahead.
sometimes she like to be lady. Now she want to be lady. Like, go ahead.
Oh, I could be a lady. Now, what y'all be talking about? I know y'all be talking about who got the best. And, like, this is my thing.
Wait, who got the best what?
Yeah. I can't say it. But also, it's a thing of, okay, let's talk about this.
Wait, I don't think we ain't talking about who got the best.
Y'all do. Y'all talk about who y'all in. But the thing of it is, like, oh, don't act it.
Mo, you know what? You know what? When we in the barbershop, we talk about the Lord and we talk about
Oh,
how
no,
can
we
we
know
be
that.
better men
We
to
know that's
our black women out there. That's what we talking about.
You gonna drink to that? Monique said she gonna drink to that, baby, because she.
I guess y'all talk about black men don't cheat. But go ahead. Boy, you was married. Put your hand down. I'm talking about like the single dudes out here that always talk about.
I feel them. Black men don't cheat though.
Yeah, they know.
Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all don't. I'm going to give it.
Wait. Well,
I love black men.
yeah, well, let me get into my. You know what?
No, it's not saying,
Black men don't cheat, but let's go.
So what's your question, Jay? What you want to
Okay, so
know?
I know y'all talk about women in the barbershop.
Okay.
But what else? What else do y'all talk about in the barbershop?
Man, just like you said, man, we talk about religion. We talk about politics. We talk about the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on in the streets.
Pretty much, I'm gonna be real with you. Pretty much everything we'll do on this show, that's what we talk about in the book.
Okay, so question, because I know your dad is an older guy, and I know it's probably a respect thing that y'all don't talk about certain things in here. So is it, when you go to like the hood barbershops, do they talk about, is it a difference compared to if you come up in here at your dad's shop?
Nope. No different.
Okay.
No different. No matter what. So here's what I think. What a difference they come in. The difference they come
The
in.
sky is blue and the grass is green. When it comes to people, no.
The language may be different.
Okay.
The language may be different when you come to because you brought up something. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Older men. They want you to be respectful. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So minimize the curse and stuff like that. But the content is not different.
Gotcha.
The content stay the same.
Just the language.
Go ahead, Monique. Tell me what you got.
What you gotta say, Monique? What you gotta say?
But this is the thing. Okay. Advice about, like, I know y'all guys talk about women. So what if you have somebody that describing a good woman to y'all, right? And they're like saying, oh, but she do this and that work on my nerves. Do y'all correct them and be like, hey, dude, she a good chick, you know what I'm saying? She a good woman. So why would you treat her?
Like, do you hold them accountable? Do you hold your friends accountable for what they do in action?
When we talking in
So
the
we
shop,
talking in the shop? Go ahead, me.
when we talking in the shop, yeah. Nah, it depends. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm about to be honest with you. I know fellas, y'all probably like, D don't give away the secrets, but I'm not.
Give them away. Give them away.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. It depends on who is in the shop and who's talking at that time.
Okay.
Because if you got a guy in there who's going through the same issues that he's probably going through, he probably gonna get that. Man, bump that. Look, me and you gonna go out here and we gonna X, Y, and Z.
Right.
But if you're dealing with somebody in there who's not going through that, but went through it, that could give good quality advice, he's gonna get that advice. But you also gonna have a dude sitting on the side who's gonna give the other advice. So when the dude comes sit in the barbershop and get advice, he getting advice from all angles.
See, look, old head gonna give you different advice than one of your peers. You know what I'm saying? So you sit in the shop with an old head gonna run it like shit. Nah, young, you know, you out of line.
Right.
You know, I done did that. You know what I'm saying? They gonna tell you, man, I done did that. I went down there, whoop.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? Now you choose. You know what I'm saying? But it's still like a more of a relaxed environment. You don't have, it ain't no pressure. It ain't no pressure to be held accountable.
You just be yourself.
You be yourself. So being held accountable, you're not really being held accountable because there's no pressure.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? You just they gonna run what's real. Like, now some of that advice may not be the best advice.
Right. That's why I say it depends on who in there at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It depends on who in there. Now you got the pimp sitting in there, he gonna probably tell you about that style.
Man, don't point at me. Don't point at me.
I ain't pointing at you, bro.
Bagging the Jeep.
Hey, you.
I'm fine.
I mean, but tell me my ear.
Wait, stop that.
No, we on the porch.
We can't.
Baby, I'm off the porch around the corner and what's up?
Wait. Time out. We don't have these side hustle you like this.
But y'all already know though.
But he a married man, baby. I mean, he knows what he did in the past.
Exactly.
In the past.
In the past, not
The
And I'm
past.
a kid in the past.
The past.
But if you was around, you already know what it was.
That's just the name I think she said what she always said. And I'm like, you know what, bro?
That's what she said.
Okay, keep that to yourself. Keep that to yourself.
Right.
Keep that one to yourself.
Y'all, he my best friend.
You know.
That's your best friend now? I thought this was your best friend. Wait.
Ooh,
Wait.
just
I'm-
like that.
I'm
That's how we.
Wait.
That was
Wait.
what she said before the show.
Wait.
That was what she said before the show. She said, "My first
Wait, wait. She put me down a long time ago.
You did. She
put me
did.
down a
She
long
did.
time
Oh, I'm
ago.
sorry, Monique. My bad.
Angie, bringing up family. Yes, of course, Needy was my
Best friend.
No. She lying. That was my dog. I'm talking about when they came to the house. When they came over to the house, me and Mo hung tight.
So
You know
what
I'm saying?
happened?
so much that I was supposed to go to Woodson with him, Corey, and Damon.
And you did.
But my daddy said no, because I was going to get too many fights behind them.
But that was my dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
What
That
is
was
still my
dog.
dog, even
That
in
was
my
dog.
heart.
But guess what? Guess what she left me for? That. I called him the milk. I called him the milk because he reminded me of a milk, a governor or something.
Look at he's up there.
Yeah, a governor. That's what I call him, the milk. You know what, y'all? We need to start making those signs right now and let him run for mayor. You know what?
I ain't gonna bring up on this show.
Look,
Bring her up.
Look, right here on
One
the
of
board.
them ex-best friends.
First of all, I only got one best friend.
Okay.
Let's get that clear.
Okay. She said one. Okay, y'all heard that.
My family is my
I'm
friend.
starting to look
Are you
at
instigator?
you are a true
But let me make this clear. My family, they're my friends.
But look.
Anybody outside of the family, you're a friend, but not my best friend.
Okay.
But look, no, hold up. So I know we in the barbershop, y'all. We talking about what goes on in the barbershop.
Okay.
But first, I want to just say shout out to the women, right? Big shout out to the women. This is Monday was International Women's Day, and I believe I was just informed that the March is Women's Month,
Right.
International Women's
Yeah.
Month.
Woman's month.
So that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And to have women in the barbershop in International Women Month, it's kind of fire.
It is.
Because y'all really trying to take over every asset. I don't know if we really want y'all in the barbershop. Y'all trying to take over every facet in this
Well, let me
country.
tell you something.
So I don't know. This is
say
an interesting dynamic right here.
Well,
You know what I'm
say
saying?
something.
You know,
It-
and I'm not trying to be.
Let me tell you
I'm not trying to be.
Hold on,
You know,
hold on.
I'm not trying to be that person to be like, man, you know, women can't be presidents, women can't be vice presidents, women can't be barbers, women. I ain't that person. You know what I'm saying? I feel like women could do everything.
I
But
agree.
here's the thing, I don't want y'all to take over everything. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think we be trying to take over.
But this is my thing. Let me
Okay, come on,
say this.
Mo. Come on.
Okay. And I might get a little for this. At the same time, men are the head.
Okay.
Now women, we the neck, and we can make that head turn any way we want it to. And I think that's what's getting lost. Because a man is like, when you have God, do you have the man, then you have the woman, and then you have the children underneath that.
Right.
And society is making it seem like a woman can be like, boom, here with a man. Not saying that like you have, I think
I
it's
get what you're
crazy.
saying. I get what you're saying.
A woman should never get on her knee to ask a man to marry them. That
Right.
ain't for us to do.
I agree. I agree with that.
Because you're taking away and you're chipping away at a man's ego, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? And then this is the difference between Caucasian people and African Americans.
No, Monique, white and black.
No,
we white and black.
I won't be.
No, white and black.
Now this lady I work with, they have a guy that work with us, and she was like, oh, you should like just chase him a little bit. But again, she's Caucasian, so she's telling this is what they do.
Right.
So this is why you have. But we not built to chase a man, and a man is not built to chase a woman, because when you chasing after something, it's always running from you.
All right.
Wow, that's deep. I ain't gonna lie to you. I never looked at it like I never looked at it.
People chase after money. You're always chasing after money, but it's always gone.
Yeah, you shouldn't chase after anything.
Right. And the affirmation of mine is, and this might, this is off the subject just a little bit, but the affirmation of mine is, I attract money.
Okay. I like that.
That's why people always, all the rich always,
that's
oh man, how the rich always do this.
But she left me. She left me. So look, I'm no longer attracted.
Get the fuck out of here.
I get what you're saying though.
But that's why you have a lot of people that's and they always wonder why black women, with athletes, they say, thank you, I got this ass on. But a black woman is like athletes. They're going to the white.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're trained to pursue a man or submit. You know what I'm saying? But we as black women, we learn to be strong, be this, be that, and don't take nothing from off nobody. Submission doesn't mean compromise. I have to change who I am to fit in your circle. If you can't take me as I am, oh well.
Sometimes you should change it.
You can change, but not compromise who you are and your beliefs.
Oh, well, no, not like that. But some things you
The kid said, compromise.
Kid. But Jay, so when you say some powerful stuff, you know what I'm saying? I would say, and we talk about international women, right? And the woman in general, right? What would you say, like, how do you see the African American woman and how we changing the world? How y'all changing the world today?
I think things have changed though. I think we have more power. We're doing more things. We're being more successful, more educated. A lot of women are opening their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we'll come.
Shout out to your business. Shout out to
Go look up, y'all.
Go check it out. Jada Style, Juicy 38. I ain't about to spell Jada Style.
Yeah, I spell it later for y'all.
Yeah, she gonna do it.
But women are doing some big things. Real talk, like especially in our African American community, man. We got the first African American woman that's the VP of the free world. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We got women in some powerful places, and they, women that haven't done it. Like I talked about, like. You see a lot of women in the barber industry now.
Yeah.
You see women in, cutting hair. You see women in industries that we never seen before.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about that as a black woman, and what you want to continue to see?
I think it's pretty cool, but I also think that we still have a lot to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was listening, I think this was yesterday, one day this week.
Mm-hmm.
Might have was yesterday, I can't remember y'all, and I was listening to Wild Wayne. He was interviewing the Pinettes, the all-girl brass band.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
So the lady on there, she was speaking, and she was saying that we still have, they've been around since the 90s, but she was saying that people still don't really acknowledge them
As a bride.
right until they come and play. But when they see them, like, oh, y'all women, you know what I mean? So I think some people still have that in their mind, like, oh, women can't do this, can't do that. Like I used to converse with a guy, and he was like, "Oh, women don't need to be president. Women don't need to be in control. Women don't." So they still have people to this day who still feel like that.
Yeah.
But I think.
So what you mean about women? So you just said something. Women don't need to be in control. Monique just said that man should be in control, be the head, right?
Well, the man is is a head.
Right.
How do you feel about the man being in control like that? You know what I'm saying?
And control or lead? Because I think it's a difference.
So tell me the difference. What's the difference?
So I think when you controlling, it's whatever you say. Like this is it. That's it. But I think a
woman
leader
don't have no say.
No say so.
And you lose yourself.
Exactly. But I think with a man being in the lead, he knows how to also follow, and he knows. Let's give an example. Let's say he's the head and he leads, and he's not good with money, but he knows that his wife is good with money. So he's like, I'm gonna let her deal with the money. But a man that's in control, like, no, I'm just dealing with that money. You ain't touching that money. You know what I'm saying? So
Mr. Tilly. Don't you go to that mailbox.
So I think that's a.
But that was a control situation.
So a good man that's a head know how to delegate or know how to discern what it is that he need to be doing.
Exactly. Right. Because it comes balance. It's about balance. Mm-hmm. I was just having this conversation. I don't know if y'all saw it. Maybe not. Whatever. We were talking about alpha guys and beta guys. Mm-hmm. Right. So this is just what I see. So I think a man who's just straight up alpha is just like it's all about him. La la la. He don't know how to kind of like push back in a sense.
Okay. You know real big ego.
Right, real big ego.
Alpha dog.
Exactly. Compared to a man that's balanced, that has alpha and beta qualities. Because I think a beta man kind of knows how to sit back and, knows when it's his place. The same thing with a submissive woman. Like a lot of people think that a submissive woman is weak, but in actuality, she's really a strong woman. Yeah.
Strong woman.
She's a strong woman.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So being submissive is something that you both think is.
Now I'm not submissive. Don't
Cause she ain't met the right one, but
But I'm saying, no. Being submissive, a woman being submissive is something that you guys think that should occur.
Yeah. I'm not submissive.
I know. So wait. We just went through this whole thing about being submissive, and for you to say I'm not submissive,
but she was about the right person to be submissive.
But this is the thing. This is the thing.
Because why should I be submissive to you?
No. Look, I get it. Look, if you gonna be, if you saying you will be submissive to the right person, cool. But don't come out at the end of what we just at the end of this whole dialogue. You come out and say,
I do have a question for you.
Okay.
So when do submissive start? Do it start doing submission? When does submission start? Doing courting or doing? Oh, so you're saying at the beginning?
Through courting, but that man has to give you. Be quiet. That man has to.
I'm going to call the same question to you.
Okay. My thing is that man has to give you something to be submissive toward. So if he's playing his role and he's doing what he's supposed to do, then you're going to be submissive. I think it's like a natural thing. And my thing, let me clear it up, you guys. I'm not a submissive woman. That's something that I need to work on within myself.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it's always been me and my mama. I ain't never had a father figure around, so I just know how to be, in charge.
Man, I'm glad you brought that up. Man, I want to just, I know this kind of dream.
But sometimes they don't. You can have a two-parent home.
Wait. I want
two-parent home.
I want to put the same conversation. Before we get on that, Mo, I want to pose the same question to you, but we're going to get back to that. So, that same question to you. So, as far when does submission start?
Well, first of all,
go ahead, Monique.
First of all, you have to understand, and not to say y'all, I have been around y'all
all in your life.
Right. So I have grown up with men.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So the thing of it is, when I'm first dating somebody or
exclusively dating or just dating?
I'm gonna get to that.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. First of all, I could be like, you could have somebody that's your whatever.
Wait, when does submission start?
Listen, I'm telling you.
You going on?
Let me get to that. Let me get to that. Because now, honestly,
you started building.
No,
you got to build up.
Men and women
when y'all date.
You just okay.
Right, cause dating, baby. Dating.
I don't know.
Dating, baby. It's just dating. That is what you're doing. Cause we haven't put like, okay, I'ma be.
So when do submission start?
When you become serious.
Okay, Courtney. When is
Right. Courtney.
So what? So at what point? What is court?
So if you say
Court is what? Is what?
you just dating, baby. You just dating.
So it can be multiple people.
So right.
Wait, oh, Courtney.
So if you say, well, no, exclusive. You're right. When we become exclusive, that's when and you still have to build up to the submission.
Right.
Because you have to show me if you in this 100, then I'ma be in it 100.
Right, I agree.
Okay. Now, if you up here clowning and saying, yeah, you the only one, but then you got whoop de whoop whoop in the background.
You can't be submissive.
Blue.
It's not gonna happen. So
It's a difference between submission and being available for people too. Now,
So when you know when you feel comfortable with that man enough to say, I know this man don't have nobody else.
and then you find out it's a fool and you should have been doing that.
Monique, we gonna bring a past experience.
We not.
So here's the thing, but I want to bounce off the thing that you just said earlier, right? You said, man, I'm not submissive. You gotta understand that, like, I grew up in a one parent household,
Right.
and that's what is a learned behavior.
Right.
I want to talk about like learned behaviors, right?
Okay.
And how do we break that trend? What do we do to break the trend of learned behavior? Not just specifically with, like, I guess men or in anything. Like even in the black community, we have some behaviors that we have in the black community that I think we need to break.
Right.
Yeah.
So at what point, since you brought it up, at what point do we break that learned behavior? Like, what will make you feel comfortable enough to break that learned behavior? Wait, hold on, let me hear from Jade first, because she brought it up.
I think you have to work on it. I think it has to be a conscious effort. You have to think about it and you have to work on it. Like, I'm gonna give myself for example. Like, I'm really, really working on my attitude, y'all. I'm really, really working on my mouth. So now I'm starting to kind of like think, not all the time, because sometimes it comes up, it comes out. But now I'm being more conscious and thinking about the stuff that I say.
Right? Really?
I do, dude.
This is the same person who called me this evening.
And what I say?
I answered the phone. I'm still waiting on the location.
But
Where's
that's
the location?
different. Then you my dog though, so I can do that with you.
Okay.
So
But you're working on the way you talk. So you're saying that sometimes in a relationship
I'm rough.
that it becomes very rough,
I'm rough. I'm aggressive. I'm rough. That's how.
and it's just like
it just come out like.
So how do you like at what point do you break that? At what point do you break it? I know you say you're working on it, but at what point?
I know it's a breaking point.
So what? So that's what I'm asking. Like, if people are listening right now and they're like, man, I'm at the same point she at right now.
I think
in my
me
life,
talking
and I have a
to
learned
different.
behavior.
I think me talking to different people and getting their perspective on me, and I be like, damn, G, like you need to change it. Like, I feel like I could have been married a long time ago. Like, I could have been married a long time ago.
So do you change the circle of friends that you're around so you can learn the behavior that you?
No, because my friends aren't really like me.
You're becoming honest with yourself.
Right.
Because as fellow Virgos, even though he married, but single Virgos, it's the growth.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's about, like, I'm gonna show you what I want, so give it back to me. Whether it's going to hurt my feelings or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, give me that honesty back. If I say, well, hey, Kara, I did such and such, and you be like, Mo, well, you was wrong, I'm gonna ask you why I was wrong. And if you give me a valid reason why I was wrong, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna think about that and be like, okay, well, let me see what I can change.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we're all, and if you're not willing to grow, you're gonna stay stuck in that same.
That goes back to, you know, you having people that's holding you accountable. That's
right.
in your circle.
Yeah. Everybody need a.
You know what's crazy? You said that, but you know, I think sometimes we do need to change our circle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We do need to. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I had a good friend, and he was, both he and I are married. Maybe I shouldn't say this because there's only a limited group of people that is married in my circle. But he and I, you know, both of us are married. You know what I'm saying? And we were just talking, and you know, in marriage, you know, people that's been married for quite some time, they start having problems and things like that.
Yeah.
And so he came to me, he was like, yeah, bro. He was asking me a few things. He was like, man, I don't know why this girl like that. And so he started explaining some of the things that was going on with him. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, brother. Yeah, that ain't right. So he was like, man, and we talked about some things. I ain't gonna say it, but we talked about some things, and he was like, man, he said, you know what? The difference is, I didn't know some of these things. I didn't grow up with a male in my house. Right. You know what I'm saying? You grew up with your dad in your house. You know what I'm saying? Or he was around. So at least you knew some of these things that I'm learning as I'm married. So I think it is important to have the right friend.
Right, because you got to think about, this is the thing you got to realize. But this is the way I look at things. It's a learned behavior because of your situation. Whatever situation you are in, growing up, it's a lot of things we are taught growing up.
Right. And
we see, because here's the thing. It's a lot of things that probably wasn't told to us by our dad or our mama, but when we saw them do, we picked it up.
It up.
You know what I'm saying? And
they never said it.
They never said it because
we saw it up. We knew how. So like when you talk about like how you treat a woman or whatever, or how a man's supposed to, be the head of the household, and how they're supposed to take care of the household and the family.
Right. That's what we
learned. Let me tell you something too.
That's how we
got that from my dad is go to work every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go to work.
But Jay was about to say something.
No, I was about to say, I had a conversation about this yesterday. You have different friends for different things.
Right.
So I can't go to you about that, but maybe I can go to D about relationship.
My thing is, my thing is this here. I look at it like, why you gonna have somebody in your circle that you can't go to about everything?
Easy, because everybody's on the same level.
Because sometimes people have certain aspect they can give you.
Yeah,
because now I'm gonna ask y'all this, both of y'all are married. Do either one of y'all talk to y'all single friends about y'all marriage problems?
No.
You know what? No.
And that's good, because let me tell y'all something. And I tell this I even told this to my sister-in-law, I tell this to a lot of people.
Okay.
To my cousin. Don't come to me about a marriage problem. I'm single.
I disagree.
No. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I say this.
Reason I'm gonna piggyback on why I disagree.
Because a single person can't tell a married person how to be married.
That's a lie.
I can only tell you I have a concept of marriage, but I can't tell you how to be married. You see what I'm saying?
So this is the thing.
But why you think that's
But listen, this is the misconception that people have, right? People automatically think because you're not in a situation that you can't answer a question and you don't have common sense. That's just like with a married man not wanting his wife to have single friends. When most of the time it be the married ones out here, not Ebony. My friend Ebony don't do nothing. But it be the married ones out here that be out here screwing this and the other people outside your marriage. I have a friend right now. She's married, and sometimes she comes to me I'm not gonna say all the time, but she comes to me about her relationship. I never told her leave her husband. I always tell her, you need to go talk to your husband and work it out. So you have to know, and that's when it comes in, when you need to know who you're talking to, because you don't tell everybody your business.
Right, you know right about it.
And what they done went through in their experiences. I ain't never gonna tell you leave your man, because I want your man. So I ain't never gonna tell you. That's the difference. We shouldn't say it.
But I'm not gonna tell nobody to leave their man. because a lot of stuff could be worked out.
Oh, leave them. My married friends.
Well, they always say that. They always no, right. But that's the thing. It don't matter if you married or you not. They always gonna bust out. Oh, well, you should. If I was you, I'd leave it. Because I had to do that myself. I had to do that with the cousin of mine.
Okay.
She gonna talk about, oh, cause if I was you, I'd leave her, blah, 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 blah. So, but when your old man was in something,
Right.
oh, I think I'm gonna work it out. But then
honestly, I'm gonna tell you. I don't think nobody should be giving advice like that. You know what I'm saying? If I have a friend that's going through whatever they're going through in their marriage, whether I was single or married, right? And they came to me and they let me know what the situation was, I'm just that ear for them to listen. Because I'm just that ear for you to lean on.
I think that's
No, it shouldn't be no man thing. Here's the thing, it should be, this is how I feel. Personally, I feel like, because when you get that story, you're getting a one-sided story.
Right.
You're not getting a two-sided.
But this is the thing, though.
So
This is the thing.
I'm not going to tell you to leave nobody.
Right.
I'm not going to tell you what you should be doing. I'm gonna sit there and listen to you.
Right, because it's a difference. It's a difference. You have to ask people when they
it always gives a perspective though.
No, I'm about to tell you. Because I will tell people when you start to going with this and that, what you doing? You venting or you want my opinion?
Exactly. You
Because
have
if
to
you
ask
venting,
people, what
when
you
you're
want?
venting,
What you want?
I'm a listening ear. Now, when you come up and say, well, what you think?
Then I'm
You
gonna
want
give
my opinion. And I'm going
I'm gonna give you my opinion.
I'm going to give
But see, your opinion will be lopsided, right?
But no, not always.
No.
Because this is
Because let me tell you
Why would your opinion be
Go ahead.
Wait, Jay. I need to hear from Jay. Why would your
Let me tell you
opinion be?
why.
Wait, I know. You just said it. I love you with that, baby. But
This
look.
is why, right? Because you know your friends that are yes women and yes men, and you know your friends who gonna come and tell you and play devil's advocate and look at it from both sides.
Right.
So when my friends come tell me stuff, I be like, well, what you did? Tell me what you did.
But you think they're gonna give you the real story?
It sometimes they
So
sometimes they
and
not.
we all know it's
always my
side, your side, and the truth.
Right side be the truth. Cause let me tell you, I got receipts and I put out my receipts and I be.
I'm about to
Wait. I'm glad you said that. I put out receipts. Women love to do that. Women love to pull out receipts. But when you pull out receipts, you're not gonna pull out receipts for yourself.
Oh no, I put out everything. I'm gonna tell you everything.
Every female at the same though. Because I want to know what I did wrong.
No, I'm not talking about.
Okay.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying
Okay,
per se.
in general. Okay.
In general. So
Okay.
you telling me you gonna pull out the receipts on yourself? You'll pull out the receipts on
Yeah, I
yourself.
definitely put out.
So,
That's my problem.
so no
That's
matter
my
what,
problem.
no matter what this man
Well,
got on
different.
you, you
No, I'm
pull it
gonna
out.
put out my receipts. I'm gonna be
I'm
honest.
going on yourself.
Yeah, right.
And certain things women should be sharing with their friends
They
about
should.
their
Because let me tell you, and I'm gonna tell you this, and this backfired on.
Okay.
My cousin herself,
Okay.
and her old man.
I hope this cousin don't be listening because
Oh, she ain't, because I ain't gonna tell her about the podcast.
this cousin will be like,
Let me tell you, my cousin. Okay, that's my cousin. Her old man is my homeboy.
Okay.
Oh, she gonna listen for sure. I know what you're talking about.
So, just like I know you're talking about. So, like she might tell me something. Now, granted, he'll tell me something too. And her first words, soon as she tell me something about him, yeah, I know you're gonna take his side because you is cheerleader. No, I'm gonna take the side of right.
Exactly.
Right is right and wrong is wrong. Because, okay, let me tell y'all something.
Exactly.
If your girl come to you and say, oh, we need to go to counseling, but it's you. It's just you. And I don't need to.
Oh no.
What you think that friend gonna say? Some friends, like Jay said, is yes. Oh, girl, yeah, he needs to go to counseling because he got problems. You pointing them fingers at him, but how many pointing at you?
Exactly.
It ain't always them. It's you.
Right.
And if you have failed relationships, bitch, it's you.
Now it don't always be. It don't
No,
always
bitch, it's you.
Not always though, Mo.
It's you.
More, not always.
Because why you always got to be somebody mama? Don't no man want to be with them more. Am I wrong?
You're right, Mo. Don't no man want to be with them more.
Whatever, do you want to be with your mom?
Still so smooth.
Alright. But that's what I'm saying. You
I'm with the woman I
got
want to be with. I am happily married with the woman I want to be with.
right. But
Right,
what I'm
not
saying is, right. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Like you can't be like that, because I had to change too. To be because I grew up in the house with a mom and a dad. Okay. Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. My mom and my dad never fussed in front of us. Okay? Anytime that they had a disagreement, it was always in the room. So I do have a problem with men getting in women's face, being aggressive, because I never had to deal with that.
Right.
No, I don't mean to cut you off though.
We didn't have to do it either.
Yeah, I don't mean to
But
cut
do
you
you
off.
treat y'all, do y'all get like that with y'all?
But I'm gonna tell you, I think I'm not saying fussing to where you cursing each other out or disrespecting each other. But I think it is healthy you'll have disagreements with your spouse in front of your kids, because that's how they learn. This is how kids learn. So when they go into a relationship, they know that, man, when my dad handled this situation, he handled it like this,
Like a man.
and like a man,
Right.
and he was able to kill the situation, or he was able to perpetuate it. You know what I'm saying? Or, man, my mama, she was really respectful. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
As a daughter, I think those things are important.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And
I
I
think
can
those
tell you-
things are very important to argue in front of your children. And just
not
argue,
but
I
have a
want to say
disagreement.
have a
Disagreement.
I want to say
Because they would have disagreements. Now I will tell you this before. Y'all know my dad or my nigga.
Yeah.
He told me this. He said, let me tell you something, Mo. A man gonna stick with their wife if they wrong or not. Because when they get home, they don't want to hear that. Like, what you do this? But they don't want to hear, and I understand that. But at the same time, I feel like you should be like, hey, B, you was wrong, but this is why.
No. Nah. I know with me, I'm gonna stick with her, but when we get home, it's
Exactly.
Right.
Let me tell you what you did.
Look.
Oh,
Let me
no,
tell
baby.
you, look. In front of the people, you're not about to see us sweat. You know what I'm saying? But when we get home,
And that's what I'm saying.
look here. You're not about to do this. We ain't doing this.
Right,
Like,
and I
this.
think it's all
conversation
around.
around your kids is not a bad thing.
Right.
Yeah.
And I'm
It's
glad
not.
Because your
Yeah.
kids can see like,
Yeah. If it's the kids,
Oh,
if it's like,
now what I do believe, that if somebody's making you cry in front of your children in a disrespectful way,
now that's
in relationships, like boyfriend, girlfriend type stuff, if a person is making you, you shouldn't stay, I'm gonna stay for the children, but you're teaching your child that it's okay to be especially little girls.
Because if
you're
you
teaching your
disrespect
child
somebody,
that it's alright to be disrespectful.
Right.
Or be disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Because you shouldn't be, and this is one thing, and I don't care what nobody say, I'm one of them strong believers in don't disrespect the man, period. I don't care if he did have something. If he a bitch, nigga. But do not call a man the B word. You see what I'm saying? Because I think that's the lowest thing to tell a man.
Okay, so wait.
Lord, this girl was
Going
on a
back
whole
to-
nother thing.
But that is,
What you about to say? Wait,
I
all right, I got you.
But that's disrespectful.
That is disrespectful.
We
That
get
is
you, Mo.
disrespectful. I get you. Let's see.
And we
Jay,
in the
what you
barbershop,
about to say?
talk.
Yeah,
was
bro. I should have said we was gonna be in the barbershop. Then I should have just said, look, y'all, we gonna go in the office. And
I already told y'all that was my mom.
I was saying when Carrie said, I was thinking about this other podcast I was on, and she was saying she had been married before, she was divorced, and she was saying, you know, people don't show you the sides of marriage and, you know, the real side. They just make it seem peaches and cream or whatever. So she was like, well, her dad and her mom, they had been together for so many years, and she never saw them fuss. She never saw anything going on. And then she got with this man, and she thinking this man was supposed to be like her daddy, and then the man cheating on her. She come back to her dad like, you didn't tell me about this side. Like, I didn't know about all this. So I think it's important that you do show the kids the other side, because you just keep thinking, oh, it's just one side to marriage. That's it. And it's not. You know?
But it's the same thing with anything in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I use Evan as an example because me and Kelly, we grew up right here uptown. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? For the boy, you grew up uptown too.
Okay, Mom.
She grew up easy.
Well, we grew up right here uptown.
Right.
And see, a lot of
pay attention, Mo.
A lot of you know, we had both our parents in the house, and they did what they can to make sure we get the stuff we needed.
Right.
But with my grandpa still being around the corner, and us staying on Josephine and San Bolivar, we saw a lot of things. We were exposed to a lot of things. We went to Woodson, Fauché, 36, so we got exposed to a lot of things. When I worked around the corner at the store, I saw a lot of things, was exposed to a lot of things. When he came to the barbershop to get his haircut, he saw things. So when he saw these things, it was like, okay, I know what this world is out here like. You know what I'm saying? Versus being sheltered, and then you don't know.
Right.
So it works in all aspects, from being married to just life, period. And that's what I tell Evan all the time. I want my girls, especially my girls, to be able to see a lot. I want them to be able to. I'm not saying I'm about to drop them in the middle of the third. You know what I'm saying? But I want them to see these things. I want to be the one to talk to them about. Hey, man, this is what these boys want from me. This is how I go. Because I don't want them to wake up one morning and be like, oh, I thought everything was peaches and cream.
And it's not. Exactly.
And it's not.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know, that's one of the things that, like I said, we grew up in these areas and in these families where it's a learned behavior with everything from relationships to.
But I do want to, like, on another podcast, maybe I want to, you know, maybe we this is another conversation, like learned behavior, because, you know, I really want to be able to touch, like, some of the people in our communities, like even in our African American community, we got a lot of learned behaviors that's occurring. Not just in relationships, but we got some things in everything that's occurring, and I think that needs to be a podcast definitely a show by itself.
Definitely.
Like, I really want to have that show. And maybe get some feedback from people in our communities, man, because we really need to focus on helping change our communities.
You know what I'm saying? It is
real talk.
It is something we need to jump on.
A lot of stuff is lost. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all. It's kind of off subject. On subject, off subject. And I've been wanting to say this, but y'all kept cutting me off. Well, Mommy kept cutting me off.
Let's call it what it is.
No, I was piggybacking off what she said about the man being the lead or whatever. And on Facebook, I always post questions all the time or whatever. So, how y'all feel about a woman sliding a man DM or trying to holler at a man? Like, what y'all think about that? Like, you think thirsty?
I don't know. I guess I'm gonna tell you something. I guess I look at it like this. If a woman approaches a man, to me, it just seems like it makes it easy for that man, because you didn't already show by you approaching me. You didn't already show me you attracted to me, and you won't holler. So now I'm like, okay, I don't feel like I can bring out the best, even though you looking at it as my mind is straight. I'm just going for what I like. My mind is straight. So you still got to bring out the best, but his mind like, oh, she came at me. So
I have a difference in opinion with that.
Okay.
And the reason why I feel like all my life I felt like if you like somebody, you should tell her. Okay. I don't think a woman should get on their knee like Monique said. I don't think a woman should get on their knee. But I'm gonna tell you why. Right?
Okay, tell me why.
In many cases, you know, not saying a man is weak. In some cases, a man, it's not that they feel intimidated by a woman. They just, man, growing up in New Orleans, women was different. And even today. Like you go to places like Austin and Atlanta and Miami and you know, women, when you sit at the bar, women will, if you start talking to them, they will talk back. You know what I'm saying? That is something in New Orleans, that is a big deal. A woman down here, you go sit at the bar, you like, and they turn in, if they don't want to talk, they turn their nose up at you, and they, with their group of friends, it's almost like you are bothering them.
Right.
And it's like, bro, you at a bar. What did you think was gonna happen?
Exactly.
What were you expecting?
Right.
Like even in those places, in places like Austin, Atlanta, even if they have somebody, they could be married with a big old rock on their finger. They're gonna hold that conversation with you, and then if you continue to try to holler at them, then they'll turn you down easy.
Right.
Like, married, or you know what I'm saying? But women down here in New Orleans, we have a big issue with that.
Yeah.
And so when we have a huge. I mean, anywhere you go, you could go. Women want to in New Orleans. They want to stand around with their perfect outfits on, talking with their homegirls. Now, if it's somebody that they trying to pursue, they gonna. I feel like a woman tried to get pretty to pursue this one guy that they trying to pursue, and they want this one guy to notice them. And it's like, bruh, all these other people up in here, but you want this one guy to notice you. And I get it. You know, we human. That's what we want. When we see something, we want it. But we don't have to be as rude as these women down here.
Some women are rude.
New Orleans is bad for that.
Really what I'm saying?
Rude as hell.
And that's
And all of them think you want to holler at. And if I'm sitting at a bar, I'm married. If I'm sitting at a bar and I'm drinking, I'm a talkative person. And I start talking to you, I'm not trying to holler at you. You just sit at the bar.
That's not a New Orleans thing. That's a personal thing.
That's a New Orleans. That's a New Orleans.
Because all New Orleans.
I'm not saying all New Orleans. I'm not saying majority.
Won't we tell you why?
Majority.
Because this, bro, to this day, sometimes it crazy me to hold a door for open up a door for a woman. Because you open the door for some of these women in New Orleans, and I'm talking about, dude, I get it, I be going there, hold the door open for them, and they'll walk past and say a word.
Right, just
rude.
As if you trying to holler at them.
But you know what your response should be?
I'm looking at them
Your
like,
response should be, well, damn, you welcome.
I'm not about to do that.
Because, but that's a learned behavior.
I know, but what I'm saying is,
it's a learned behavior because you have some people that was taught to say, if somebody hold the door, somebody do something for you.
No. What I'm saying
Again,
is,
that's another podcast for another
No. But what I'm saying is, right, because what I'm saying is, when they do that, when you do that, I notice a lot of them look back at you thinking you're looking at them. A lot of them think you're trying to hide. And I'm looking at them like, baby, my mama and my daddy taught me to be respectful.
Right.
I'm going in,
and
they taught me if a woman behind you, let them in first.
That's learned.
I don't really think that's.
That is learned. Because that's something that you was taught.
It is some bullshit.
No, I tell y'all what me didn't say. That's learned.
You mean
so
him on the door
for holding the door and all that.
I'm gonna tell y'all, I done been to places.
It's rude.
I done been to other places and I'm sitting at a bar and women have brought me and my friends drinks.
Yeah.
In other parts of this country, not in New Orleans. Bro. A woman down here would not do that.
No.
Bro, I didn't.
Exactly.
Walked in the room.
But she done brought the whole, it's something different about women in different places.
In this city here, I done walked in the room and spoke. Hey, how y'all doing? And people don't say nothing. No, listen, hold on.
No, I'm not. Because I have a problem when they don't do that. No, I'm just saying.
I didn't walk in rooms where you have a room full of women, and I go in there, hey, how y'all doing? Some of them will speak, and you would have one or two of them looking at you like, oh, what you know, and it's like, and you like, and you looking at them like, I'm just speaking. I'm just saying, hello, that's it.
It ain't always about trying to holler. Let me tell you something, because we grew up taught, because when you walked in that room and you don't speak, what's going to happen? Oh, y'all didn't speak? You about to get in trouble.
No,
listen to what I'm saying, though. Because I have that problem, too. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Babe, I speak to everybody. What I'm saying is, I have a problem. I have a problem when people don't speak back.
Oh, me too.
Because you would literally get a whooping for not speaking to.
I'm making speak. I said, well, I want to you too.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Just like what you holding the door and they don't. Well, you welcome.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna do that.
I do that.
I do that.
Going back to your original question, though, Jay, you said, is it okay for a woman to go into a man's DMs?
Right.
I think in New Orleans, I think it's okay.
Okay.
It's okay because, and I think all over, I ain't gonna just use New Orleans. I think all over, I think it's okay. I think a woman should be able to, you know, if she's attracted to a guy, she slide in that DM and be like, you know, hold the conversation.
Because she making these faces, how you feel? You don't think it's okay?
Because men down here, some men down here feel like, man, this woman is crazy. And I'm not about to go to a bar and I'm not gonna slide that DM because guess what? Women gonna say, I got my receipts. I got my receipts.
I just recently sent a DM.
Oh God.
I did.
No,
it wasn't like that. I didn't. Let me tell y'all, it wasn't like that. Right, but what happened was I thought that somebody had been liking my pictures on Instagram, so I'm like, I go to the name. I'm like, wait, I thought I was following this person. So I said, well, maybe it's not the person. So I sent them a friend request. I saw it was him. So I went in his DM. I said, I thought I was following you. He said, I thought you was too. And then we just started talking from there. So I didn't go up in there to try and talk to him.
No. Her tip was to talk to him.
My tip was to talk to him.
But the way she came home, that's different.
Right.
No, that ain't different. No, that ain't different. It ain't different. No, it
Yes, it
Well, my
is.
tip was to talk to
Your
him.
intent was to talk to him.
No. What I'm saying, what I mean is, her tip was to talk to him. But what I'm saying is, the way she came about it
Was different.
Right.
Now, if you come in there and you like, hey man,
This my number, pick me up, I didn't watch it.
But I don't think you should sort
Women
of
don't
like
do
that, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm thinking.
Right.
on
No.
I'm thinking on the level. Now, when you said you came in there and was like, hey, I thought we was following each other, and y'all started. And your tip was for me to talk to you, but the way you came about it
was different.
Right.
Now,
all women gonna come about it different.
Right.
But they not. Nobody gonna come slide in your DMs like dudes gonna slide in your DM and just come straight direct.
Not all of them.
Now let me see.
Not all of them. But what I'm saying
This is their line. If they don't slide in your DM, I've been stalking your page. Keep on, baby, stalking.
But wait, let me tell y'all. And this is why I asked. I don't know if this is a good situation or whatever. So I had a guy come in my DM and he said, "You have a secret admirer." So initially I thought it was him. So I was like, "What?" I'm like, "Who are you talking about?" So he gave the person name. I'm like, "Who is that?" So then he gave him the other name. That was his rap name or whatever. So he gave me his real name. I said, "Oh, well, I had been looking at him too, like that." So I said, "Well, why your friend didn't come in and talk to me?" He said, "Well, he probably was scared." I'm like, "Scared because of what?" So the friend did come in my inbox, and then the friend was like, "Oh, you so gorgeous, you fly, but I ain't shit." And he said, "I'm scared." I said, "What you scared for?" He said, "Cause I ain't shit." That just completely turned me off. Cause what you scared for? But that goes back to, I guess, from what you said about men being scared or whatever. Because like the other friend was like, "Jade, you could be very intimidating to a person." I'm like, "How? You don't even know me. You just judging me from the outside. You don't even know me."
And my Facebook page.
It's a thing in New Orleans where women will turn you down. They have their bazookas out shoot.
And I don't even be like that. But people do say, but this is one thing that I'm trying to be.
And it's also
more
our facial expression too. Sometimes.
Right. So now I notice now when I go places, I try and smile more. Like I be smiling. I do because I don't want to seem. I always get that I'm unapproachable, and I don't want to seem like I'm unapproachable. So I just be smiling.
But the thing about it is, people do say that because they be like, "Oh, but let me say, I'm about to prove to you why a smile or whatever get you certain things, because this is all subject. This is a little all subject.
Go ahead and get your all subject before we can get on.
Me and my cousin, we went to Kansas, this was a while back, and so she was like, "Girl, just get out the car and smile." I said, "I do smile, but for what though?" Like I speak to people how y'all doing and keep it going, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And she was like, "Just smile." You know what happened? The man was trying to send me a damn pie when I said, "Oh, baby, you want my?" No.
That's a cow money. They try to say everybody pie.
But I'm just saying, but if you smile, that mean that you're approachable.
Well, I guess.
But keep it real. Shout out to all the women.
Carrie, like, forget this.
Shout out to all the women. All the women for what y'all doing. I mean, y'all are dope.
Doing
Black
big
women are
things,
super,
baby.
super
We
dope.
all and we love black men,
Super
baby.
dope, you know what I'm saying? And I really like all women, you know what I'm
Me
saying?
too,
All
baby.
women are super dope, but especially the black woman. I
Right.
mean, the stuff that they dealing with, my young black son, you know what I'm saying? Raising myself and my wife, raising a young black son. We got a lot of black women out here raising children by themselves.
Yeah.
They have their own businesses. Man, y'all are doing some big things.
Right.
Y'all are in the corporate America. Like, y'all holding things down. Y'all having freaking babies. We can't have no doggone baby.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying? So y'all holding things down. But I'm going to tell
Don't start
y'all,
on
super shout out to
Well, me,
all the
Carrie,
black
Carrie, the
women.
baby.
Shout out to Jade. You know what I'm saying? Monique, my girl. This is my
shout out to Ebony.
Shout out to my wife. These women got stuff going on, y'all. My
Yeah.
wife, Kels, rich work, you know what I'm saying? She do nothing. Ebony Consultant, she doing her thing.
You
Jake-
get your business
and
done.
my homie Mo Pies. Mo Pies.
Crawfish pies.
Oh man, y'all
everything
gotta
going
go
on.
check them out.
You
You
should.
got-
I'm gonna bring something next time. I promise
Slipping.
you. No, I promise.
We got Mo Pies, we
Could
got
be
Jade and
doing
her
shit.
styling, her fashion, she doing her thing. Y'all, I'm talking about black women is
They
off
doing
the
the
chart
damn
right now.
thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I really appreciate y'all for
I do.
But we appreciate the black men too. We love y'all,
Yeah.
baby.
Shout out to the black woman.
I was gonna ask
And
you a
shout out to
question.
the black men.
Shout out
Do
to
I
the
have time for
black.
one more question?
Go ahead.
What you got?
Okay, would y'all ever be in an interracial relationship? Since we talking about black people?
You know what? Black women is y'all real good.
Shout out to
Ain't
the
nothing like a black
woman.
man,
I'ma
baby.
tell you.
Love y'all, love y'all, love y'all.
Interracial relationships, y'all. I will say this. I will say I
Me
respect
neither. It ain't my
interracial
preference.
relationships.
Yeah, right.
I really respect interracial relationships.
Right.
I do at all costs. I think in our society today, I believe that we all should be one people. I think we should accept the Caucasians, the Asians, the Africans, no matter what color, creed,
No matter what
you are.
color.
I believe that we should all
Because all
accept
one
each
color
other.
when the lights go out.
You know what?
Well,
That's another podcast.
Yeah, it is. I'm about to say,
But-
if we got to get into the origin of things,
You know what? Go ahead.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Now look, when I said one color when the lights go out, I mean we all black. So, but anyway, y'all, I want to thank y'all for once again. I want to thank everybody sitting here, my crew. I got Jade is Skyler. Tell the people what they can get with you.
So y'all can follow me on my personal page, which is Jaded Styling, JADEDSTYLING, to check out my stylist. And you can follow me on my business page, JUICIE38. And I'm also, wait, when is gonna be posted? Cause I got a sale going on. I just want to let them know 40% off. You gotta use the code WOMEN, WOMEN. Okay.
Just going on all Monday.
Oh no, all this week. But I
All this
might
week?
extend it. I might do it all the
You know what? You know what, Jade? You know what,
Thank
Jade?
you,
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this for you.
What you want?
Tonight. I'm gonna cut this part, bam,
And
and I'm gonna drop it.
There you go, D. I'm gonna use my board.
I'm gonna drop
I'm
it
gonna
in
use my
the
board.
I'm
Yay!
gonna tell the people where they can get you, bro.
Tell them more.
living the real life of Riley.
Who is Riley? I didn't want to ask you that.
That's my last name.
Okay.
Right, but they had a show years
Yeah.
ago out called Life of Riley.
Right,
got
It was an old white man, and he just did whatever the hell he wanted, and never got in trouble for it.
Okay. All right.
My boy Kerry, tell me
Big
what it
Chan
is.
504, y'all. I want to tell y'all this too. I want to plug this real quick. Go get y'all vaccines. I got my vaccine today. I know, a lot of people are very scared about what's going on. I mean, protect your family and yourself at all costs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to persuade anybody to go anyway.
Right, it's your choice.
It's your choice if you want to get the vaccine. But the vaccine is very important. I was one person that I've never gotten a flu shot in my life, but I received the vaccine today. So just want to let y'all know, just want to plug that real quick. K-Cham 504. You can catch me on Instagram and just Kerry Cham.
I'm gonna just plug in. If y'all looking for someone to get the COVID-19 vaccine, check out excel.com. Click on COVID-19. You can register to get vaccinated. It's that simple.
Let's get back to real life, y'all. We got to get back to real life. So, you know, getting vaccinated is very important, and especially in our black community, since we have been disproportionately affected by this virus.
Right.
So I believe we just got to really get back to real life.
Directly and indirectly.
Right. That's
And again, y'all, you know, I strongly believe if we are eating the right vitamins and eating the things that we should be eating in our black communities, at our homes, at our tables, the vaccine, we probably won't even need the vaccine.
Right.
You know, it's just, we getting it because we polluting our bodies, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a health director, I'm not a health management, I'm nothing in healthcare, but I believe in saving our people, you know what I'm saying, at all costs.
That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Once again, thank y'all for being part of the show. I thank y'all. It's always a pleasure to have y'all here. Kerry, me and you've been rocking. It's just these two is hard to find. So
her schedule is busy. And this one right here, she don't bypass 8 o'clock.
That is a lie.
Yeah, so
my time's supposed to be 5:30.
I thank y'all.
But that did probably free.
I thank y'all for being part of the show. Man, look, I'm trying to close this thing out, man. Look, can we do that?
Am I welcome back?
You gotta think about this.
Put on probation already.
You are on probation, right?
And I didn't want to drop a lot of cuss words.
Once again, like I said, go check us out on the Porch Podcast on Instagram, following on Facebook also, and look, we on YouTube also. Go to the YouTube page and catch all the shows that we have posted. This one's gonna be posted next week. Come on out, check us out, and look, we on the porch, bro. We was in the barbershop today. Y'all heard it live. You know.
No matter, y'all might catch us somewhere else next week.
You never know where we gonna be at, man. But you know, we out on the porch. We out.